Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between BeneTan and Tang on Dusk Towers. In the top right of Dusk Towers, we have the red Terran player, it is BeneTan. And in the bottom left of Dusk Towers, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Tang, representing Team All Inspiration. So a ZVT on Dusk Towers, again, this seems to generate either short games or long games. Don't usually see ones that end about around the 10-minute mark. Just because this ramp right here is super wide and kind of hard to defend against Zerg, against Protoss incursions, and against Terran pushes as well. I mean, this is your third base. Everyone takes this as their third. And then look how wide this ramp is. I mean, I guess thirds are pretty known to have wide open areas of attack. But man, this is really hard to defend. Alright, so here we are with Tang. Oh, with a little trophy, which shows that he has won a tournament here in the last week or so. An online tournament within the game. You can sign up for those in the Legacy of the Void client. If you have the game, go ahead and sign up for one. They have them for all levels of players. You can get a really shiny thing there if you win and feel good about yourself. And indeed, BeneTan does not, unfortunately, have a trophy, but I'm sure he's a very good Terran player as well. Again, bit of news, I will be casting with the Gauntlet SC2 tournament this Saturday, December 5th at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. So go ahead and turn into twitch.tv/GauntletSC2. I'll be casting alongside Bobby Awesome, a Canadian caster who's very fun to cast with and very knowledgeable about the game as well. The last time we cast together last month, we had people in the Twitch chat saying that we are much more knowledgeable than those guys at Base Trade TV. Shots fired! Shots fired, man! We're better than Base Trade. How's that? Alright, so anyway, check that out. Head on over. I'd like to see some of my subscribers there if you can make it. You can also follow Gauntlet SC2 at Gauntlet SC2 on Twitter. That didn't make any sense. Go ahead and follow the tournament at the at Gauntlet SC2 Twitter handle. If you're on Twitter, a lot of people are. I'm for sure that that is the truth. They also tweet out information regarding future tournaments. I'll be casting with them on December 12th as well. That might be a later start time. I'll give you some more information on that as I know. So again, here we are. StarCraft is actually happening. It is the 2 barracks opening up here on a single base. So it looks like a 1-base attack on the way for BeneTan. This can be very destructive to both Protoss and Zerg opponents. I have seen it do a lot of damage, especially to Protoss if they're mixed in things like cyclones. But I don't actually see a factory. So this is going to be a straight bio push against Tang. And again, Tang has not scouted this. He sent his overlords out. Overlord here scouting. Overlord here as well. And here comes a double Reaper opening. Wait, is this? Oh my goodness, it is. It is a 4 barracks Reaper opening. So it's not a 5 racks Reaper, which we saw back in Heart of the Swarm. But it's a 4 racks opener. Whoa, we'll see how Tang handles this. It can be very difficult for the Zerg player to deal with this. The KD8 charge has just given Reaper so much more survivability. There it is, knocking those queens, knocking those lings. They also have the ability with combat drugs to go back and heal. So again, it buys your opponent some time when you have to go back and do this. But man, when the Reaper count gets big enough, there have to be roaches. There have to be either a lot of queens or lings with speed. Can do fairly well if they can get a surround here. Although I've seen surrounded Reapers get out of it by doing a KD8 charge and knocking all the lings back and then running through the gaps. So that's pretty exciting as well. We're going to follow these guys, this group of, how many Reapers this is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Reapers. 4 more on the way for BeneTan. Holy smokes. Like I said, either these games are really short or they're really long. Hopping on up into the main base. There are speedlings on the field, but I don't think there are enough. That queen is going to die. Queen ends up completely dead. These lings trying to chase them away, trying to kill a single Reaper. Can't quite do it. KD8 charge getting thrown down. Bam. Again, even if it doesn't actually kill anything, it forces the Zerg units back, which is exactly what the Reapers want. Another queen dies. KD8 charge knocking the queen again. More Reapers coming on. This is just pure Reaper. This is pure Reaper from BeneTan. Going after workers now, saying, if you're not going to engage me directly, another queen dies. Oh man, this is not only hurting the army of Tang, it is also absolutely destroying his ability to inject larvae. More queens are on the way. Roaches are starting to pop out. Oh no, drones are forced to come over here as well to try to defend against this onslaught. The roaches are out, but again, with this many Reapers, I'm not sure that roaches can even really handle it. It's KD8 charge knocking everything back again. And remember, KD8 charge does 10 damage to everything that it hits. So it's not something that's just a knockback mechanic. It also does 10 damage worth of hits, which seems like not a lot. Finally, a Reaper dies. Is that their first one? Okay, 8 Reapers have died. I haven't been really paying attention to that closely. The Roach is getting knocked back as well, but they are taking out Reapers with their Acid Saliva attack there. Another Reaper falls. The Reaper's ball is getting a little bit smaller than I think BeneTan wants, continuing to produce Reapers back home, though, and rally them down here. But right now, there are only 3 left on this side of the field. 2 more moving across. And another couple heading across as well. KD8 charge knocking everything back, killing a Roach in midair as well. More KD8 charges knocking the Queens back. The Queens are kind of trying to hold the ramp, but against Reapers, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Pretty good micro once again. What the heck is the APM for this guy? Over 200 APM for BeneTan right now. Wow, just playing this so well. He might lose another Queen here. This Queen down to 14 hit points. KD8 charge knocking the Lings back. They're trying to kill these Reapers, and nope, all the Lings get destroyed. They did kill a few of the Reapers, however. And I think a transfuse went down on one of these Queens because she doesn't look as bad as she previously did. More Reapers on the way. Holy smokes, BeneTan. KD8 charge knocking them down and killing a drone in midair. That's a highlight. But Chasen finally getting rid of those Reapers. A counterattack now from Tang, recognizing that had to be a 1 base attack. There is no way BeneTan has 2 or 3 bases. He does have 2 bases, which is good, but a 3rd base is already up here for Tang. His Queen count is looking healthy. He has 6 Queens out on the field here. The Lings get a surround on the Reapers. Oh, bad micro there by BeneTan. Loses every single one. KD8 charge knocking him back. No big deal. Can't get up this ramp because it is fully walled off. Nice job by BeneTan there, but they can kind of prevent the 3rd from coming down for quite a while. There's only a few Marines left. Resources lost tab, 2,700 minerals and 250 gas for the Zerg. 1,300 minerals, 1,350 gas for BeneTan. 14 workers have died for the Zerg player, but you'll notice 45 workers, 44 workers to 31-32 for BeneTan. So that's it. Again, players that are dealing with this Mass Reaper, if you're Zerg, don't worry about it. As long as it doesn't straight up kill you, it is not the worst thing in the world. As long as it doesn't straight up murder you, you will still have either an equal worker count or a higher worker count than your opponent when all is said and done, because they're sacrificing so many SCVs to get that attack, and they're delaying the landing of their 2nd command center, their 2nd orbital command, and you can kind of get up and really hit the gas pedal for your macro abilities. Getting a Baneling Nest here, +1/+1 for his melee units is Tang. BeneTan getting Marines, Marauders, Combat Shield, and Stim. So moving into more of a bio play. Here is BeneTan, and this early +1/+1 for Tang tells me we might see Ultralisks in the future. We might see Ultras if Tang can get there. Again, considering how much pressure BeneTan has put on already, I assume the Terran player is just about ready. There's good inject, good Queen to do an attack here in the next couple of minutes. It looks like he is. He's doing some practice marches back and forth with these Marines and these Marauders. And are they going to head down? Yes, to defend this base. There's an Overlord here that should be pooping creep. Is there a lair, though? Yes, there's a lair. It could be delaying this. Tang, delay it for like 10 seconds. That's all you need. If he sees it coming in, he might actually. Tang, do you see this coming in? Oh, the Marines are right over. Stim over. They're going to try to kill this Overlord. They're going to get him, because they do have Stim, which increases their attack speed fairly high. I guess they can pull the trigger more quickly if they have drugs in their system. I don't know. Here comes a 2 medevac Marine Marauder push. Again, no upgrades on these guys. They do have Stim and Combat Shield, though, which is nice. And here they come. Creep Tumors looking fairly good. Small group of Roaches and Lings, but that is it. These guys are going to get melted if they try to get in there. Roaches finally decide to retreat. This Queen dies. This base is going to force to be canceled as well for Tang. There's the cancel at the last second. Banelings morphing in, but they don't have centrifugal hooks. However, on creep, this might be enough. This huge attack. I'm not sure Tang was ready for this. Looking really good. Canceling a bunch of Banelings, but 5 of them do finish. Run on up here. Pretty good splits, and the Banelings don't really connect on much of anything. There is a big connect. And the Lings come running in from the backside to finish it off. These Marauders picked up and evacuated. Oh, it came down to that 1 Baneling hit, I think, for Tang. Just right here. Took out 4 or 5 Marines. The Lings were able to spawn in here at the same time, coming around from the backside with their +1/+1. They do fairly well. against Marines and Marauders in smaller numbers, especially if they don't have any armor themselves, which they don't. Just starting +1/+1 there for the infantry is BeneTan. Tanks on the way. Look at that hive, a sub 10-minute hive coming up for Tang. What a stud. Lings rolling on up again and running for their lives. Run! Run for your lives! Replanting this 4th base is Tang. 3rd base up and running for BeneTan. Has managed to get that going. Creep spread looking pretty fantastic. 4 creep tumors up along here. A buttload. Apologize for my language. Of banelings morphing on in. They do have centrifugal hooks, and they do benefit from upgrades to melee units. For Zergs, look at this. They do 39 damage versus light splash damage. Marines have 55 health, so a couple splashes will absolutely murder these guys. Actually, I thought 39 versus light. Huh. Anyway, rolling around. There's a big drop here, though. Marines and Marauders in the main base of Tang. Lings and Banelings rolling on in. Spore Crawler trying to kill a medevac. Nope. Not going to happen. Not enough DPS to do that. The medevac's bust on over here, where there are 2 queens and like 4 Zerglings. And they do actually kill a Marine. The queens, again, trying to focus stuff down, killing Marines. Everybody that dropped is gone and dead, except for that Marine. High ground drop here. Going to try to harass from this high ground, which can be protected by this rock tower. I'm not sure that BeneTan wants to do that, though. Just trying to bounce around. And what are you doing? Oh, full medevac. Almost full medevac dies there. Yikes. Was not focusing on those queens at all. Was BeneTan, and forced to retreat with 20 hit points to her name. The medevac retreating in shame. It is 68 to 55 harvesters, corruptors on the way. Tang is tired of these drops. He's tired of having to deal with medevacs using queens. He is making a corruptor ball of his own today. He has 6 corruptors in the air. That's just about what you need. And look at this, +2 melee and +2 attack and carapace on the way for Tang. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Hey, Ultras! They are going to make it into the game here. Where's the queen for this hive? There's the Ultralisk Cavern. I guess the queens are over here defending. Maybe. I don't know. This Baneling group looks pretty darn scary, though. Here comes a tank. Oh, tank drops. Tank drops are good. Go on the high ground. No? Go onto the creep? Alright, BeneTan goes onto the creep. Here comes a big attack from all directions here. Ling swinging from the backside. Baneling's killing everything in the front. More Baneling hits by BeneTan, running for his life. Corruptors chasing down these medevacs. This small group of units saying, pick us up, pick us up, pick us up, pick us up. Oh, they don't get picked up. The medevacs are completely empty. They are running for their lives. Corruptors taking out a medevac. This Ling Baneling group is pretty intimidating, though. Planetary Fortress trying to kill some of these units, and they do. Caustic Spray might be good here. Are there enough Marines to kill those Corruptors? Maybe. Maybe there are. I don't know. +3 melee attack on the way. Chitinous Plating, as well as Adrenal Glands, which increases the attack speed of Lings by 40%. It is 40. Just want to fact check myself there. Tanks, Liberators on the way for the Terran player. Getting a double starport here as well, and just continuing to be aggressive. It looks like Liberators are very good in aggressive type situations, and they're actually a pretty good answer to Ultras as well. Their Defender mode ability does 85 damage per hit to a single shot target. A few Liberators after basically cannot be touched, obviously, by Ultras, and it's a pretty good way to deal with them. I've seen them work against Ultras before. So resources lost: 9,000 minerals, 1,700 gas. For Tang. BeneTan, 7,000 minerals, 2,400 gas. By our Terran player. Creep spread popping on up again here. Queen with under 25 energy. Excellent, excellent job by Tang thus far. Needs to have a queen over here to inject. Queen over here should be injecting. That one has 200 energy. Dang it, Tang. 200 there as well. Where have your injects been, man? I guess this one's been pretty well consistently injected. And this one too. Not bad. Alright, alright. So he's about 3 out of 6. Here are the first Ultralisks, specimens of the swarm. Little blue accents on their ridges, and right here by their Kaiser blades. 7 attack there for the, or 7 armor for the ground carapace, +2 attack on the way, +3 just about to finish. More Ultras and Lings on the way. This is going to be an Ultra Ling Baneling composition with a few Corruptors for air support. I like it. Hey, is she Q injecting? She is. She's Q injecting. She just threw down what, 8? Injects on this hatchery. What's nice about this is this hatchery will be on perfect injects for the next like 3 minutes. Just beautiful. See, watch this. They're going to pop out, and another one immediately pops in. Fantastic indeed. So here come the Liberators, and the Corruptors are going to have to deal with those, I think. Defender mode circles coming in. Coming in from the backside, though, are the Ultras. They're not going to stand in those circles. Oh, that one did, and it died. Oh, Ultralisk going for the counterattack is Tang. What is this? Overseer's dying. They're kind of lagging behind the rest of the army. Ultras right on top of Marines and Marauders. However, the Marines and Marauders do have the +1/+1, which makes them okay. Defender mode circles down here. Banelings crushing on top of stuff. Ultras dying, though, to these Liberators. Look at this. Some Ultras popping up here to kill a bunch of workers. This third base is completely under lockdown right now. A factory falling to Lings with +3/+2 and adrenal glands. Getting right on top of this group again. Man, every swipe of those Kaiser blades just decimate the Marines. And I think heading back home, here is Tang. Oh, the tanks are left out of position. Pieces of them flying everywhere that are on fire. And Tang backs out. So he was definitely happy with pretty much killing every SCV at this base except for this guy. He's up 75 to 44 total harvesters. Creep tumors here as well, continuing to make Corruptors to deal with that Liberator ball. And continuing to make Banelings and Ultras. Liberators continuing on the way. +2 weapons being researched. Splash damage looking really good on these Corruptors, but the Corruptors are chasing the Liberators away. Getting one Liberator. Defender mode circles again, laying waste to everything. Another Ultralisk dies to these Liberators, but they're all in Defender mode. Oh, that is not good. Lings and Banelings rolling on into the production facility areas of BeneTan and just killing SCVs, going after supply depots, getting massacred there as well. But look at this. Oh, they finally got out of Defender mode. They're going to go ahead and try to kill these Corruptors. Corruptors do have the +1 armor upgrade, making them fairly hard to kill, but they're outnumbered, and they run for their lives. This supply depot is going to burn down. It's a double supply depot as well. Does not supply block BeneTan. However, oh, turning around, you overextended yourself, Liberator. Boom. And a scan just to see what is going on here. It's 140 to 136 supply. BeneTan is actually ahead of the Zerg player. But again, the Zerg has better tech, I'd have to say. Planetary Fortress versus Zerglings. Usually the Planetary wins this one, especially with repairing SCVs. Oh, that Liberator's down on low health. The Corruptors could have turned around and killed it. Here's BeneTan moving down the left side of the map. Are there any static defense here at all? No, not at all. I think Tang's going to lose this base. This is why I throw down a couple Spine Crawlers and a Spore at every base, just to slow down this kind of an attack a little bit. Lings running on in, trying to save their hatchery, getting a full surround on these units, but it's not enough. The hatchery does fall. The units get picked up and boosted out of there. The Corruptors did not show up in time. They're a little slow, 4.13 move speed, but look at this, flying right past the Corruptors. Oh no! Oh, a full medevac dies there again. Oh no. Oh no, medevac. Are you gonna live? Another boost, running for its life to join the other medevacs in its flock. The Corruptors are not going to chase any further, I don't think. They're just going to kind of poke. Ooh, got a Liberator? Nope. Almost. There we go. Got 2 Liberators. Wow, nice job, Corruptors, there indeed. Corruptor ball pretty big, actually. Up to 15 total there. The drop did kill a hatchery, but expanding again is Tang. Not worried about it at all. Here at the 18-minute mark, it is 19,000 minerals, 5,000 gas lost for the Zerg player. 17,000 minerals, 5,700 gas lost for the Terran player. Both lost about 20 workers, so that's pretty good stuff as well. Pushing in with Marines and Marauders and Tanks and Liberators. +2/+1 upgrades here from the Terran player. Again, that early Reaper attack just delays everything. It really does. This base is going to get killed before it can actually finish popping here. The Ultras are +8, +3 Ultras. The Corruptors come flying on in. Get rid of the Liberators. Don't care about the Marines on the ground. And here come the Ultras rocking on in. No Liberators overhead to dissuade them from coming in at all. Just standing in and trying to do this, but Marines do so little damage versus Ultras. The tanks right on top get completely cleaned up. It is now 168 to 97 total supply in favor of Tang and BeneTan. What is he doing? Making more Liberators, more Marines, more Marauders, trying to keep the same strategy going here. But again, the Corruptors, I think, are the key. The Corruptors being able to kill medevacs, being able to kill Liberators fairly well. Look how tanky they are with the +3 armor with that +1 upgrade. They're just really, really good. I'd like to see maybe another armor upgrade there. But going after this Planetary Fortress, there's a single Liberator here, but not for long. Bam! Does get taken down, and the Planetary dies at the same time. A small group of Marines and Marauders try to come in They actually do chase the Ultras away because they're chasing SCVs. This orbital command is lifted off. The Corruptors are going to kill it, though. And again, standing at the top of the ramp here is BeneTan. The Ultras want nothing to do with that. The orbital command does get taken down by the Corruptors. Again, the MVPs of this match, and this small group of units just trying to stay alive. It's all about kiting Ultras. Kiting as best you can, not letting the Lings kill you while you're running away. Where are the medevacs? Are there any medevacs? There are medevacs on the field. Total number of 2, but BeneTan has lost 13, and that's it. A GG from BeneTan. Tang is victorious at the 20-minute mark, and BeneTan has left the game. Deep breath. Man, from that early Reaper harass on into the plus stim plus combat shield attack up here as well, that did a lot of damage against Tang, but I feel like the fact that Tang held off those first 2 attacks without completely losing was really what helped him launch into the solid mid game and just extremely strong late game. Again, his worker count was up above the Terrans after those attacks. He finished with 70 harvesters. How many did he create throughout the game here? I don't know if we can see that. If he made 70 and he lost 21, about 90 created throughout the game, which is good for a Zerg player. A couple drops did get handled fairly well. This drop did kill a base, but nothing too major at all. And in the end, the composition I feel like was good for BeneTan, but the Liberators just got countered by the Corruptors so well. And that's what I've seen consistently throughout my channel, is that Liberators, either in anti-air mode or in anti-ground mode, get countered by Corruptors in a way that I did not expect, especially if the Corruptors have plus armor upgrades. So Zerg players struggling with them, go ahead and get Corruptors with plus armor, and you'll be glad that you did. So that's about it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.